additional dollars will help so that we can find some incentives for our families to attend these educational opportunities, whether that's food or just, additional amenities at these meetings. So that's where some of this funding is going to go to.
That's beautiful. Thank you. President Matsumoto, I just heard that Boys and Girls Club arrived to the back. So, yes. We'd like to invite maybe Brian.
Sure.
To say.
Trustee Burton, would you please share about this project?
Sure. This was the Boys and Girls Club program this summer called Summer Brain Game. So they have different activities for elementary, junior high, and high school students. Specifically, one of the items that they do focuses on reading. And I think there's a new book that they focus on every single week. And if you're not familiar with the Boys and Girls Clubs, they have 14? I'm thinking the right numbers. They're shaking their heads. 14 different centers throughout Fresno County. They service probably a couple thousand. I'm not going to quote how many thousands of kids they probably service every single week. It's a Boys and Girls Club is a passionate item for me. I grew up in the area of Fresno called Pinedale. As a youth, myself and my brothers attended the Pinedale Boys Club. Our family continues to support the Pinedale Boys and Girls Club personally. Of donations of time. And when I heard of their project and that they could use some help to covering those costs with how changes have happened, I thought this would be great, helping them serve children in Fresno County who probably fall into the low-income youth area, where many times they're not maybe having items like schoolwork focused during the summer and helping them so that they're not taking a step back during the 2 to 2.5 months that they're out of school and keeping those on. And so I thought this was a great program that we could support.
Great.
Great job.
Sure. So, Boys and Girls Club representatives, please come forward. Great. Congratulations. Okay, team.
Okay. And then she will tell us where we go.
Yes. And 3.
Congratulations. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you again. Thank you, Douglas. Thank you.
You too.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's always great to acknowledge organizations that are doing great work in our community and then to help support them financially to make it all happen for our kids countywide. So congratulations. We'll have 2 more to celebrate at our next meeting. So moving right along to our Employee of the Month, Ms. Brannigan, please.
All right, Carla, shine the spotlight on you for a few minutes. So today we honor Carla Campos, Special Day Class Teacher, Moderate Severe, at our Special Education Sutherland Center as Employee of the Month for August 2026. With 10 years of service at the Fresno County Superintendent of Schools, including 7 years as a classroom teacher, Carla exemplifies the very best of her profession. She is an exceptionally caring and dedicated educator who consistently puts her students and their families at the center of everything she does. She goes above and beyond to ensure that each student's academic, social, and emotional needs are met, often extending her support well beyond the classroom. Families deeply even in the most challenging situations. She creates a supportive, respectful environment where students feel safe, valued, and capable of success. Additionally, her dedication extends to support staff because she was always willing to collaborate, mentor, and lend a helping hand. Carla, you represent the highest standards of special education, and have impact on countless students, families, and colleagues. Congratulations.
I get to start by saying a few nice things about you, and then our Board of Education members will as well, and then we'll have a chance for you to introduce your family. And I know you have both your personal family and your work family back here. I don't know if you noticed that a lot of people slipped in to celebrate you. Yes, it's really beautiful. I think a lot about who we are as an organization. And when I think about you being in your classroom at Sutherland with your students and the family members coming in, and there's so much trust and faith that they've put into you with their fragile, special, beautiful children. And then this amazing team of paras that help you deliver for making sure that day is an exceptional and a wonderful experience and a learning and a growth experience for our students. It really feels that you represent us. And you represent us so beautifully. So with that, I'm just grateful that you are on Team FCSS. I think you're an outstanding role model for all of our paraprofessionals who are considering pursuing a special education classroom teacher role with us as well. And I know that you're part of a team that brings their A game every single day at Southern. And so, Carla, on behalf of all of us at Team FCSS, thank you so much for all that you do, and congratulations.
I'm going to ask Trustee Robles to begin, please.
Sure. Harla, congratulations on this honor. My son just started school this last Monday. And honestly, it's been such a roller coaster just in terms of figuring out my feelings about relying on someone else to care for my child. And there's so many fears that come with that, right? And I always talk about this because I see the importance of all of our teachers, and especially our special ed teachers, right? Because you guys really have the kind of heart that is so compassionate and empathetic that our students need and that the parents need. Because I think it's one thing that, you know, you guys are helping our students and being there day to day, but it's also that reliability of the parents, that they have that trust in you to take care of their babies. And thank you so much for giving 10 years of service to this work. And we do appreciate it, and just know that like your support in our schools is so valuable and is so much needed, especially in these times where, you know, it's so hard to find great teachers and teachers in general. But thank you so much, and thank you for taking care of all of our babies.
Special ed teachers have always been touted as special people here at the county office. I remember even clear back with Dr. Mia's time. He would he would choke up with emotion when he brought up the subject with special ed teachers. It hit him, and so it's been a long time, and that has carried on clear to this day. And special ed teachers are special people. And just to follow up, as they take these vulnerable children, even more vulnerable than the general pop, and to care for them and gain the trust of the parents immediately. I mean, that's huge, and we thank you for that. Yeah.
Yeah, Carla, I wondered if you were a para before you became a teacher. You know, thank you for, that's not an easy road. You know, people think it's easy, I'll just be a para, get my degree, and become a special education teacher. But it's a difficult road, but it's a road that's worth it. The reward at the end is great. And I want to say thank you for being an SDC teacher. I know that's a lot different than being a mild to moderate ROP. It's different. There's different things that you deal with that other people don't. And so you see a lot of us, we're very familiar with special education. I thought it's kind of interesting. I was reflecting when Trustee Tapscott-Musson was talking to you earlier about her family. My wife is also a special education teacher. And so, a lot of us here are very vested in special education. We hope we understand. We hope that we support. And we hope that people would tell us if we needed to do something to support them additionally. That's really our our item here is to support the employees because they're supporting our students. Thank you for all that you do for students, and I know that I'll call it like you got to be extra special to do mild to moderate SDC. So not saying anything about the other classes are worse or better, but you got to be pretty special to do moderate to severe SDC. So thank you very much for that and all that you do for our students and caring for them at Sutherland.
So good. It's hard to follow him sometimes because he's so eloquent. But I tell you, Carla, we are so pleased to be able to honor you today here in Chambers. You are our special ed special angel. Mild, moderate, severe. We know the difference. And the category moderate to severe is most of the time severe. Those of us that work in the department. And we know that level of expertise it takes to work with our students that are on the severe spectrum. And it takes a very patient, kind-hearted, diligent, strong, but caring person to be able to provide the services that our students need in the classroom, in the special day class. And as I shared with you earlier, having that background is a family support system. And as I said earlier, I thanked your husband for being a support to you because that's what you need to be able to come in and be your full self in the special day class for our students. So we thank you for all that you do. We thank your husband for supporting you and to carrying you forward so that you can go forward and be the best that you can be in our classroom. So we honor you today. We thank you. We see you as our special angel after 10 years of service to our students, and we really honor you today, and it's a pleasure to have you in Chambers today. Thank you.
I don't know how much else can be said, but I'm just so delighted that we were able to celebrate you today because it's Carla Campos Day in our book. So congratulations to you. It's so wonderful to see that many of your team members here supporting you as well as your husband. Thank you for being here. The words that stuck out to me in the overall introduction were that she has a calm and grounded demeanor, which, I can't imagine better qualities for someone in your role, and that you create meaningful connections. We couldn't ask for more than that. And so thank you so much for your service to our kids and to our organization. Congratulations.
Thank you everyone for your words. First and foremost, I want to thank everyone who was here with me today. I feel truly honored and grateful to be selected as a past 10 years of having the privilege of supported and encouraged me throughout my journey as a teacher. I am especially grateful to the wonderful students, families, and colleagues who make this profession so meaningful. I am incredibly thankful to be part of such a wonderful school and community and to have the privilege and joy of making a difference in my students' lives. A special thank you to my team for always being so helpful, supportive, and willing to work together. So I'm also deeply appreciative of my principal, Jared, whose guidance, encouragement, and support have meant so much to me throughout these years. This recognition is truly an honor and it means a lot to me. I'm very grateful to be part of FCSS.
Now it's photo time.
Did you folks in the back hear her? You good?
She said nice things about y'all.
I don't know if the system was working.
There you go.
Perfect. Ready? And three. One more time. And three.
Congratulations. So proud of you.
And she says, thank us for having her.
Thank you for service.
And now to our next celebration. We're so delighted to celebrate students and outstanding students. Ms. Burrow, please share with us about our superintendent superstar.
It's our absolute honor to recognize Madison Fresno as our August Superintendent Superstar. A senior at Sierra Junior Senior High School, Madison is an exceptional scholar athlete who ranks second in her class with a 4.43 GPA. I know. She has taken several dual enrollment college courses alongside her high school honors and AP courses, meeting all academic standards with exemplary marks, all resulting from diligent work habits. While completing the Marketing and Business Leadership CTE pathway, Madison has excelled in learning Canva, Google Workspace, and Canvas, demonstrating her creativity through media posts and campus promotional materials. Madison has been a member of the Associated Student Body Leadership Program since junior high at Sierra Junior Senior High School. During this period, she has served the class of 2027 as class representative, secretary, and vice president. As the current ASB Music and Dance co-commissioner, Madison demonstrates her critical thinking and problem-solving skills, organizational and planning skills, and displays her ability to manage time effectively by meeting demanding deadlines. Madison has demonstrated superior interpersonal skills and works well both independently and in group settings. Among her many service activities in the school and community, Madison has been part of girls varsity volleyball, girls varsity soccer, girls varsity softball, ASB, CSF, FCI, ski club, and stewards of the Sierra Club. That's fantastic. Well liked and respected by her peers and teachers, Madison has served as liaison between the community nonprofit, the Sierra Foundation, and Sierra High ASB for the past several years, encouraging others to volunteer and serve their community. In addition to her academic and community service excellence, Madison enrolled with the National Ski Patrol at China Peak to become a volunteer rescue patroller for the 2026-27 season. This new opportunity supports her dream of becoming an MD, PhD physician scientist. Madison embodies the highest leadership standards, Sierra Unified principles, and always demonstrates a servant leadership style. Congratulations.
Madison, as I mentioned a few minutes ago in our conference room, there are 205,000 students in Fresno County schools. Today is the first week of school, and we are recognizing this first out of the chute for the new school year, you. So we are very, very proud to put up your example for all of the other students in Fresno County. Some of you in the room probably heard the word community mentioned so many times. I think Sierra is such a beautiful community, and it's hard to distinguish the school from community and community from school because it feels like it's the hub and the center of community. And the fact that, Madison, you are well liked, well respected, and of great service leadership in both community and in your school speaks volumes about who you are as an individual and how really special your community is. I couldn't say anything more about your numerous accomplishments, but I would like to say that your principal, when he was asked who to pick from your entire community, that so many others generated your name. from even groups you're not necessarily leading or even a central part of. You're just perceived to be very, very helpful, very, very kind, very, very smart, very, very capable, and very service-oriented to others and the greater good. So, on behalf of all of us at Fresno County Superintendent of Schools, we want to say keep up the good work. You're going to have quite a year ahead of you. You're going to have college applications and numerous awards showered upon you, and I just encourage you to keep the path of the work you've done already and continue to be an outstanding role model to your peers. We wish you all the best in school and in life, Madison. Congratulations.
I'd like to ask Trustee Clyde to begin.
Sure, they're in my area, and I also know the family. They're neighbors of mine, so to speak, up there. And Madison, you know, I look through here and I see the key words of critical thinking, problem solver. That will get you far. Hard work and those two idiots, that is your key to really excel. And the fact that it wasn't even said in here, I just heard about your ski patrol stuff and wanting to be a doc on it. I was on the ski patrol at China Peak too, and I was the only doc on it. So it's great to see that you want to go through an MD PhD program in addition and your future. And I have to hand it to you. Just that's a long road, but you know it's fun if you look at it right. And so, where did you want to go to school? I know it's too early to. You won't know till probably February, but.
So I actually consider a lot. I have a big college list. However, my top would probably be UC San Diego, UC Los Angeles, Cal Poly, and my dream school would be Stanford.
Yeah, I was waiting to hear it. I knew that. They stand for.
Yeah, you better start getting your. And by the way, Mom, I like your hat. You know, that's just a noble, and not only that, it sets an example to the whole community up there. And as a fellow person on the Hill, you might say, is that, and I hope you get a lot of coverage, media coverage, on that, because it means a lot to everyone else to see how well you're succeeding and setting that example for all the kids. So keep it up. Keep it up.
Trustee Robles.
Thank you. Big congratulations, Madison. I think speaking about the long road ahead, I think you're going to have the opportunity to really hone in on some of those skills that you've been developing and maybe do some jobs and on the creative side of things, because I do see like you have experience in some of those things. It's very much needed. It's an area where, hey, we're always looking, and in my other capacity, I lead a team that, you know, does communications, does social media, does really cool graphics and things like that. And it's very much a need, especially, you know, when we're all trying so hard to inform our community and let them know about all these amazing resources or what, you know, is going on around them. So hopefully, you know, in between that road to your PhD and MD, you can, you know, earn some money doing some of those cool things. So we look forward to seeing all the amazing things you're going to do. Congratulations.
Yeah, Dr. Clyde mentioned ski patrol. I kind of like that because saying that you wanted to be an MD, PhD, I thought about when I was 16 or 17 years old and might have gone over an embankment at a certain ski place, and I was down that embankment and throwing my skis up it, and the worst thing ever could have happened. My pediatrician was on ski patrol. And he extended a pole down, and I looked at him, and I was like, this is the worst person who could have found me. Because he knows everyone I know, because he's friends with my parents, too. So keep doing ski patrol, and, you know, this winter, I'm sure you'll find a classmate somewhere and lend them a hand. Congratulations on all that you've accomplished and all that you're doing. I know it's very difficult to manage that time, which I'm sure your parents have spent several years driving And maybe like when you got a driver's license, they had a party, not for your birthday, but that they didn't have to drive you anymore. And all those good things. And, congratulations, good luck on all that you're doing. And then I think, our board would say, good luck to, are you playing volleyball this year? And so you guys are playing in Morro Bay tournament tomorrow for this weekend? And so good luck in your guys' tournament this weekend.
Okay, Miss Madison, I have a question for you. The ASB Music and Dance Co-Commissioner. A little clarification on those two duties, please.
So our request is to set up for dance. For them venues. And we also help with promotion and DJing skills.
Oh my God. You're just so amazing, so well-rounded. You present so well. So I'm originally from the Bay Area. So when you started speaking, first thing I said was Stanford for choice. So seriously consider it because it is the top school, the Bay Area. You would love it. You would fit in so well. The future leader, as I started taking notes, future leader, the future is yours. You can create it and curtail it to however you want it to be. You know that, right? You know that, right? Make sure you stay in that flow because just looking at all of your accolades, you're so impressive, so brilliant that you can accomplish anything that you set your mind to. So go forth, make us proud, get all of your beautiful accolades and doctorates. And I skied, and I'd love to see you as a Dr. Ski Patrol. That would be fantastic. Because let me tell you, I did have an incident with a tree. But I knew how to snow plow and make my way down safely, so I didn't go over the ravine. I just headed for the tree and went right underneath and found a nice soft landing. Studied the art of ballet, so you got the dance. Yes, it probably was. And Heavenly or Bear, those are my favorites. But you are so impressive and just the world is your oyster. Whatever you like, you can have and accomplish, and you're so brilliant, so impressive. 4.43 GPA. Is that the highest we've had thus far?
Very, very close, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the highest I've heard in chambers. So congratulations to you. Go forth, get all of your beautiful accolades, and then come back and bring your talents back to Fresno County and share them with our students. You are fantastic. Bravo to you.
I think it's fantastic to be celebrating a student from Sierra Unified. We haven't had a Sierra Unified represented in the time that I'm on the board anyhow. And it's wonderful to have a principal here today, nodding his head all the way through in accordance with the accolades and all the things that you've done. Trustee Tapscott Munson touched on something that I was thinking about, which is your well-roundedness. The fact that you are academically excellent, you're varsity athlete, you're doing music, you're doing community work. I mean, that's what makes a well-rounded person. And I'm just really, really delighted to hear of what you've done, but even more so what you're going to do. And because this is just the beginning. This is just your first phase, right? And so we're delighted that you're finishing up this first phase on such a high note, and we're so happy to celebrate you today. So thank you and congratulations.
And I'm sorry, and to the family, what self-sacrifice, making sure she's where she needs to be on time, and just all that you've poured into your beautiful daughter and the family support in the unit, principal, the whole community, just outstanding, all of you.
Would you like to say that? And be second in your class. Your principal should have had me on that selection.
Great. Yeah, let's hear from you.
Yes.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I am truly honored and humbled to receive the Superstar Award for August 2026. I would like to begin by sincerely thanking Dr. Michelle Cantwell-Cofer and the Fresno County Board of Education for this tremendous recognition. It means so much to me to be recognized alongside so many outstanding students from throughout Fresno County. I am incredibly grateful for the opportunities I have been given to learn, lead, and serve. Being involved in my school and community has taught me that leadership isn't always about being in front. Sometimes it is simply showing up, helping wherever you're needed, and giving your time to make someone else's day or experience a little better. I am especially grateful for my mountain community. Growing up in a small community has shown me the importance of neighbors and helping neighbors through giving back to the place you call home. Whether I am volunteering at community events, mentoring younger students, helping with environmental projects, or serving my school, I have learned that even small acts of service can make a meaningful difference. My faith is also an important part of who I am. Throughout my faith, I have learned the importance of serving others with humility, compassion, and a willing heart. I am incredibly thankful for my family, who continually encourages me to work hard, dream big, and use my abilities to help others. I am also grateful for the many educators, coaches, mentors, and community members who have supported me and helped shape the person I'm becoming. As I look toward the future, I hope to continue serving my local mountain community as a volunteer. One day, I hope to take that commitment to an even greater level by serving my community as a physician. My goal is to pursue a career in medicine, but more importantly, I hope to become the kind of physician who remembers that behind every patient is a person, a family, and a story. Receiving this award encourages me to continue working towards those goals and reminds me that success is not measured only by accomplishments, but by how we use our time, our talents, and opportunities to make a difference in the lives of others. Thank you again to Dr. Michelle Cantwell-Cofer, the Fresno County Board of Education, my family, teachers, and my community for this incredible honor. I am truly grateful, and I am excited to continue learning, serving, and growing. Thank you all.
Well, I think the college essay is like about ready. Trustee Clyde, would you like to go?
Yeah. Great job. Take her badge off. Yeah, don't worry.
Don't pass it. She needs it to go.
She's taking pictures now. Yeah. Yes, definitely. Take your time, take your time, take your time.
Okay, then squeeze, right?
2 and 3.
Great, beautiful. Okay. At this time, we're going to take a short recess. We're going to celebrate. There's cake and refreshments outside. And we will reconvene at at 2:35. Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry. That's me. All right, just a moment, we got. I'd like to call the meeting back to order. This is time for community input. The public may address the board pursuant to established procedures. No action shall be taken pursuant to California Government Code, Section 54954.3. Individual speakers shall be allowed 3 minutes to address the Fresno County Board of Education per Board Bylaw 9323. Now, I'm going to note that this is not related to the interdistrict transfer closed session item. So is there anyone here that has is attending for community input? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to closed session. So we're going to address first interdistrict attendance appeal number 2026-22. Are we ready? Okay, terrific. This meeting is back in open session, and my report on appeal number 2026-23 is that there is, in light of new facts of this interdistrict transfer, there is no denial to consider. So the case has been resolved. And that concludes the session with this, on this case. Thank you.
Should probably call the item, the first item. Yeah.
First item, okay. Come back to that one. Where did I put it?
Do they know who they are out there?
I don't think they're here. She would have told me, but I'll go double check.
Well, then we may not even be seeing that one.
You still have.
We still have to deal with
You have
it.
to decide and make a decision.
Okay.
One way or the other.
Who is? Is he?
Well, we're going to go back to number one, to the bankers. There's nobody here.
That's a good thing.
Well, I guess we'll still hear it anyway.
Okay. So now we are going to adjourn our meeting into closed session for item 1.1, interdistrict attendance appeal number 2026-22. Except for those individuals involved with this interdistrict transfer appeal, we ask everyone else to vacate the room again. So, thank you. Are you ready? Okay, great. We're back into open session, and I'd like to report that in closed session, the board took unanimous action to deem the appellant's failure to appear as abandonment of the appeal. And that's our standing. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
I hope you've got it, yeah. If you
Okay.
can read my writing, good luck.
You're good.
Do we have the third one? Are we
Number
ready?
three.
Think you're ready.
Oh, are you ready for back to open session?
Actually, did we already report?
We are open, but keep it open. We need them to come in so that I can adjourn the meeting.
Turn it on.
Great.
Was it? Is there anybody out there?
Yes, they
The
went to the
family.
bathroom. They'll be right. Ladies,
How do you pronounce their name?
that's what she said.
Okay, we're just waiting for the appellants to write.
You? Do you have a question? Or is it a yeah? You don't know? Don't offend anybody.
Yeah. You're always getting. I don't think, I'd be surprised.
Great. Please have a seat. Thank you. Okay, great. It's now 3:44. At this time, we adjourn the meeting into closed session for item 1.3, interdistrict attendance appeal number 2026-26. Except for those involved with this interdistrict transfer appeal, we ask that everyone else vacate the room.
Let's try.
You're ready to go. All right, great. It's now 4:10. I wrote down 9:10. 4:10 p.m. and we are now in open session regarding agenda item 1.3. Legal counsel, please read the order of the county board.
Regarding agenda item I3, it is the order of the Fresno County Board of Education to deny the interdistrict attendance appeal number 2026-26.
Is there a motion to adopt the order of the county board?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Member Clyde, second by Vice President Tapscott Munson. Roll call, please.
President Masimoto,
Yes.
Vice President Tapscott Munson,
Yes.
Member Burton,
Yes.
Member Clyde,
Yes.
Member Robles.
Yes.
Okay. Motion carries. Sorry, the appeal has been denied. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. This concludes agenda item 1.3. Okay, where are we?
There he is. That's Dr. Hunt.
It's amazing you remember she scored 13.
I write stuff in my program and I keep it.
Okay,
Unbelievable.
You should support me.
we're on item K right now, right?
Take lots of notes.
Yep. we
There's
got
no
it.
further public
Yep.
hearing?
Yep, Kay. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
And Dr. Hunt is here, so we are into reports, information, and discussion. Item 1, receive charter school update, Big Picture Education Academy. Dr. Hunt, please provide for us an overview introduction.
Good afternoon, President Dr. Masamuto, trustees. Item K1 is the Big Picture Education Academy MOU performance update. In April 2025, the Fresno County Board of Education approved the 2-year charter renewal for Big Picture Educational Academy and through June 30th of 2027. As part of that renewal, the board established an MOU requiring Big Picture to provide periodic updates on its academic performance and progress towards identified student outcomes. And they have provided quarterly updates. And for another condition of that MOU is in August of 26, where we find ourselves today, Big Picture was to come and share their progress with the board. So this afternoon, Executive Director Stephanie Hinton and the Big Picture leadership team will provide the board with an update on the school's academic progress, including standardized assessment outcomes and progress towards the dashboard alternative school status measures established as part of the renewal process, as well as on the matters related to enrollment, staffing, and governance. His presentation provides the board an opportunity to hear directly from Big Picture's leadership about the school's progress, areas of continued focus, and the work underway to improve outcomes for students. At this time, we'll hear directly from Executive Director Stephanie Hinton and the Big Picture team to provide their update.
Thank you. Hello. So I think we have about 10 minutes for your report, yes, right? Great, thank you.
All right, well, good afternoon. I am Stephanie Hinton. I'm the Executive Director at Big Picture Educational Academy.
And I'm Natalie Abrams, Interim Superintendent at Big Picture.
Thank you for the opportunity to provide Big Picture Educational Academies for us to provide the update. This presentation responds to the 2025 MOU requirement to report on state outcomes, DAS alternative metrics, enrollment, staffing, and other important developments. Our purpose today is to be transparent about both progress and areas of need, and to show how BPEA is responding with specific systems, actions, and accountability measures for 2026-27. We are proud to announce that we are fully staffed. All teachers are highly qualified and fully credentialed. We do not currently have any teachers on PIPs or STIPs, and we even have a full-time high school science teacher. We've met our board's goal of having highly qualified, fully credentialed teachers in every classroom. The new principals have reset our culture and expectations and are conducting classroom walkthroughs daily. They are present in every classroom every day. BPEA, like the state and Fresno Unified, is experiencing declining enrollment. We're working hard to attract new families and retain our current students. We have 16,000 mailers going out to homes next week within a 5-mile radius of each campus. We're ramping up marketing on social media and tabling at local community events. The 2026 budget is being monitored closely and is being revised to reflect current enrollment. We're also excited to be on the new elementary campus, which you guys approved last month. Our student engagement, school climate, and culture have already drastically improved. We will be hosting a grand opening community event on September 9th at the new elementary school campus to introduce Big Picture to its surrounding community. The organizational response is also important because sustained academic improvement depends on stable systems. On July 11th, our board held a retreat. At that July 11th retreat, the board clarified governance versus administration, received governance and legal training, reviewed academic and fiscal conditions, and established roles, norms, and communication protocols. The board also completed a self-evaluation and translated those findings into governance improvement priorities. Executive leadership now has separate but aligned SMART goals: weekly executive director reporting, a monthly integrated dashboard, a one-page academic dashboard, and action and risk trackers that are intended to give the board and chartering authority clear evidence of progress and emerging concerns.
The 2025 dashboard is the state accountability baseline for this update. ELA remains red at 101.2 points below the standard, but it's BPEA's primary problem of practice. Math improved by 18.9 points and moved to orange, which is a progress that we need to protect and to extend. Graduation remains red at 31.3%, and the college career indicator is at 2.2% prepared. Please note that this is due to our adult school program rather than our comprehensive high school program. Chronic absenteeism improved overall, but remains high, and suspension improved to green, while disparities remain for students with disabilities. English learner progress improved by 20.7 points, although the group is too small for performance color. We have a new student services specialist who is maintaining compliance and IEP goal attainment. We are using IXL in reading and math for intervention across the grades for our students with disabilities. These results directly shape the 2026-27 LCAP and leadership goals. BPEA has instituted walkthrough forms for ELA, math, and ELD to be completed by the administrators providing teachers written feedback daily. English learners are being provided designated ELD provided by EL credentialed teachers at the elementary and at the high school. We have pulled the data from spring 2026 and will be comparing it to our fall 2026 data to establish immediate intervention groups daily for 30 minutes each day. We have revised the daily schedule to provide 2 hours of reading and an hour and a half of math at the elementary school for all classrooms. We have extended our dismissal time by 30 minutes on regular day and 1 hour on Wednesdays, which are our early release days, to best provide instruction and intervention. We have also canceled any early release days during a 4-day week due to holidays. We are seeing progress from our NWEA MAP assessments in reading and in math. In 2025-26, reading growth reached the national norm and is the strongest it's been in 3 years. Math is recovering from its 23-24 low. English learners showed strong, same student LPAC progress, and we have a solid staffing in math and student services. Our scores will continue to increase based on our extended day. longer instructional periods aligned with assessments, FIAB and IAB accountability calendar, data meetings in professional learning communities in English and in math, and differentiated assistance in ELA. At the completion of the data period, teachers have 5 days to conduct a data protocol to identify students for intervention. Then parents will receive information about the assessment data and how they can help at home. I will receive individual student plans for review, support, professional development, and continued accountability. All teachers have county coaches who have taught them how to utilize the results of FIABs and IABs to remediate skills and accelerate academic. The DOS metrics provide additional evidence that is especially relevant to BPEA's alternative school model. Reading annual growth targets improved across K-8, high school, and adult school. Math is mixed. The high school improved substantially, and the strategies that we are implementing in TK through 8 will develop improved scores. Adult students are being provided in-person ELA and math intervention weekly. Average RIT growth improved across each program in both reading and math. Adult ELD exceeded its 25% target, with 33% advancing a level. Most notably, local student support result is the IEP success metrics, which increased from a 30% baseline to a 76.3% overall in the latest update. The pathway and engagement measures show where BPEA's model is producing strong participation. Last year, in the 25-26 school year, high school CTE participation was reported at 100% for 10th and 11th grade students. 94% of 12th graders were participating in dual enrollment in the last update. Internship participation reached 100%, up from a 72% baseline. We have 120 CTE business mentors for our high school students to choose from. Climate results also improved for most grade bands and for parents. One-year graduation local data improved substantially at both BPHS and adult high school. The response to academic outcomes is designed to move from plans to implementation evidence. First, every instructional team will work from a clear, non-negotiable for rigor, curriculum, engagement, formative assessment, intervention, English learner support, and access for students with disabilities. Second, the assessment system will connect AMIRA, NWEA MAP, FIABs, IABs, CASP, and CAST readiness, LPAC, and local evidence to intervention placement. Third, grades 2 through 8 math is named a priority with documented intervention plans and specific growth measures. And fourth, IEP and English learner service fidelity will be monitored directly. These systems are then reported weekly and monthly so the board can monitor the results. Graduation and college career outcomes require earlier intervention than the dashboard can provide. For the 26-27 year, BPEA is using weekly early warning reviews of attendance, credits, course completion, graduation risk, and college career evidence. Seniors and other students identified as graduation risks will have individualized completion plans. At the same time, the school is building clear evidence of CTE, dual enrollment, internships, mentoring, post-secondary planning, so the college career indicator reflects what students are completing. Climate and attendance works includes PBIS, social, emotional, and mental health supports, family outreach, recognition, and quarterly surveys. Our goal is to connect student engagement directly to persistence and completion.
For 2026-27, BPEA's work is concentrated in 4 areas. First, accelerate ELA and grades 2 through 8 math with stronger instructional consistency and intervention. Second, improve graduation in college and career readiness by acting on leading indicators rather than waiting for year-end outcomes. Third, improved outcomes for students with disabilities and English learners through service fidelity and progress monitoring. Fourth, stabilize enrollment, staffing, and organizational systems. The school has areas of meaningful progress, particularly in reading growth, high school outcomes, English learner growth, internships, and IEP success. The remaining gaps are clear, and the new monitoring systems are intended to make the response measurable and transparent. We would like to thank Dr. Hunt, Dr. Greenlaw, and Dr. Lira for continuing to work so closely with us and for their ongoing support. As we enter the 2026-27 school year, we appreciate their commitment to our continued progress. BPEA is taking deliberate, specific, and transparent steps to address the growth and improvement needed. We are closely examining, analyzing, and implementing policies, procedures, and interventions to support strong student outcomes. We would also like to thank Superintendent Coper and the Fresno County Board for your continued interest and for your support of the tangible steps we have taken to strengthen our program. And thank you for holding us to a higher standard. We are holding ourselves, our staff, and our community to that same high standard, and we look forward to the upcoming year.
Okay, thank you so much. So now it's time for questions. Anyone have questions? First off, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Welcome. I'm not sure that we've met, Ms. Abrams, before?
Yes, I was the high school principal for the past 2 years.
Okay. Okay, so can you just, because of the transition and leadership and so on, I'm curious about your interim status. Do you have like a long-term contract, or is it just until they hire somebody, or what's the plan for the superintendency role?
Currently, I'm under a 1-year contract.
1 year, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you'll at least be here for
Yes.
the duration of the year. And I know during the transition process, there was a lot of turnover at the high school in terms of staff. You said you're fully staffed. So I'm just curious, are your high school filled with all new teachers? Or did some come back? Or what's the status of your teachers?
Yeah, so at the high school, we had 2 teachers stay, and we lost 4 teachers. So one application and 2 others resigned. One side resigned. And so we were able, when I came back, we were able to hire everyone, any elementary vacancies and high school vacancies in a week and a half. And that includes our administrators that we were able to get as well.
Great. So you've had time to do professional development with your new team and all of that. And I'm assuming your school year's started already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the first week of August, we had the county come out. We had county coaches talk about FIEDs, IABs. We talked about our norms. We talked about our expectations. We talked about DA. Let them know that there are non-negotiables, is that this is a tough year. This is what we're working for. We have the momentum to keep going. The teachers are very excited. A lot of the teachers we hired are data-driven. They were very excited to log in and get working on this. So we're very excited for this upcoming year and all the support that the teachers are providing us as well.
Great. Okay. Other questions, Board?
How has it been with the transition to the new elementary school?
Fantastic. The kids are so excited. The parents are excited. The amount of running that is taking place, it's been phenomenal. It really has. It's just transformed the entire culture of that campus. And the kids are smiling. They're excited to go outside and play. They're exhausted at the end of the day. They're more engaged in class because they're pinned all day. It really has been a miracle. It's been great.
I felt like the previous location was almost like belonged in the city, like a really big city.
Yeah.
Here in Fresno.
Right.
It's want to be outdoors.
Yeah, upstairs, I did break and lunch coverage. And it was so exciting to see the kids run out. A lot of us that have been there were teary-eyed as we saw how excited they were. They went straight to the jungle gyms and the swings, and just to see them be kids is really special. And so they're well behaved in the cafeteria, and we know they get to go out and run footballs, play basketball, the jungle gym. So it's been a huge move.
Are I kind of recall before, did you guys have sports in any of the schools?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you guys like making more accessible sports, or like, is it about the same? Are you guys improving?
We're in the league. Yeah, in the league.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to be able to host games this year. So we'll
And this is the league for what sport?
all of
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Questions on this side? Thank you for your report. It's really nice to have an update. You know, we've always been cognizant of some of the challenges that you've been through. And, you know, we just wish you all the best. And you know, we're here for the kids. So, you know, we're relying on you to keep it up and your team, because that's the bottom line, right? Exactly. Great. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, moving on to business services. Mr. Otto.
Thank you, President Matsumoto, and good afternoon. I'm here with the fixed asset quarterly retirement report. As you can see, most of the items in the report are computer-related, monitors, and servers that we took out of commission. And it's shrinking. First few were multiple pages. Now we only have about a half a page. So as things drop off our asset list and we replace them, we got to bring them to you every quarter.
That's great. All right. Any questions? Very good. Thank you. It's a report, so we don't have to make any action on it. Okay, now we're moving on to action items. Alternative ed, Mr. Hammond. Consider approval of Court and Community Schools curriculum guide for 26-27.
Good afternoon. President Dr. Matsumoto, trustee, Superintendent Coper, Executive Cabinet. I'm here to recommend the 2026-2027 curriculum guide for alternative education for board approval. Our alternative education schools utilize a curriculum guide to provide clear direction for standards-based instruction, ensuring consistency and alignment of classroom teaching with standards and student learning goals. And I did also want to add that currently on top of the curriculum guide, our math department at Worsley at the Juvenile Justice Campus is piloting a new math curriculum for possible adoption soon. And we've also adopted a supplemental ELD curriculum. It's called HMH English 3D. It's a supplemental curriculum for our English learners at both of our campuses, going to specifically be utilized in our designated ELD instruction and our regular ELD instruction in the rest of our class. So, are there any questions?
How many kids are at the JJC now on that?
5 total today.
They're all on the short side?
That also includes our adult students. So we're always hover right around 80, 90 students, high school and middle school students, but we're at 105 as of today.
And they're on the one side?
They are all housed on the one side still.
Okay.
We still have commitment and detention students, but they're all housed on one side.
Gotcha.
As we're talking numbers of students, what's the enrollment presently at Violet Hines?
We had 7 students show up for orientation yesterday, and so we're hovering right around, I believe, 20 students, and that's seat-based and IS, and we have the referrals are coming in daily right now, districts, and so I think that number will jump considerably in the next few weeks.
Is that typical? I don't remember that we talked about that.
Start small, beginning of the year, and
Yeah.
as the year goes on. And obviously, the spring numbers always go.
I think on JJC, aren't that number's up there a little bit? Isn't it?
Yeah, it hovers right around there. We've gotten close to 130, 126 I saw, maybe over the summer, early summer. Usually spring, summer, we get up to the 120s.
You usually don't drop like below like 95 though, right?
Yeah. Right at
Yeah, right at 100.
It's an average.
Yeah, it's all based on probation.
Yeah, it's all court.
And then, I mean, you mentioned adult school because there's commitment there, and so there are students who are in commitment until 25?
Yeah, that's our
Yeah.
SYTF population. I think we're over 20 now in that population, with the majority of them 18 and over, and then we have the small population of that SYTF. That's our long term, right?
Yeah.
It's usually 3 to 7 years sentencing. And so I haven't checked the high school population there, but it's just below 10, I think.
Yeah. And previously, they would have been a California Youth Authority, and now they've been sent to the county,
Right.
so.
But that's been that way for quite a few years.
Maybe 2. Yeah, but since they shut down the CYA schools and emptied everybody, I think that might be like 2 or 3 years. Since the CYA fully closed down. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but they closed down all the CYA facilities and just directed them all back to the counties.
Yeah.
I know we're not asking you questions dealing with the curriculum guide, but it's always a pleasure to be able to catch up with what's happening at our sites.
Yeah, on the curriculum, because it's, your adult population is going to get sort of a different curriculum that you have in here, because they're going to be our, hopefully they've graduated high school and then continuing education for them. So it's kind of important.
They're enrolled in Career Tech Ed
Yeah.
at the site, and also Fresno City College.
And that was going to be my question. Is that how are the career technology classes going this time of year?
They're going great. And students, same classes. We have welding and some forklift training at both sites. We have environmental horticulture at Worsley. It's not CTE, but we also have our art class at both of our sites. And we're working on contracting some CTE services for specific pathways, shorter pathways. We're looking at culinary and some barber training and things like that. So that contract's being looked at right now, and we're also in the middle of executing a contract for aviation training for the VHA students. Field trips over to Chandler Airport and doing some things. So.
That's great.
No, good integration, because you guys have the horticulture program there, and I think they grow some food, right?
Yeah, they do. They do at Worsley. And,
at Worsley.
Some our science teachers also started a garden at VHEA, and so there's some planters outside, and the students grew vegetables last year, and so yeah, we kind of have it going at both sites.
Yeah.
Through our science department.
Yeah, and it could integrate in with you guys having some type of culinary training.
What about in terms of physical education? Like, what is the requirements for that?
Yeah, it's just like, really just like any traditional high school. It is a requirement for graduation. We have a full-time PE teacher at Worsley at the Juvenile Justice Campus. And we have basically a full-time, he teaches other subjects, but he's able to support all middle school and high school students at VHEA. So we have full-on PE inside the gyms, outside.
Well, VHE at Violent Heights, do you guys have like a gym facility there?
We don't have a gym. It's an outdoor blacktop facility. So they do volleyball. They even practice a little bit of flag football, but basketball. They do football outside.
Have you explored any partnerships with any surrounding like green spaces?
We do. We actually do. I could do some research exactly where we are, but around the VHA campus, we do take our students out to do practice for flag football, and they also compete in the league, alternative education league, where they're playing at other facilities.
Because I know Violent Heights is close by. There's, I think the Discovery Center has a park area there.
Yeah, right around.
And then they have Garden of the Sun as well, where they do some like planting and things. But in terms of green space, so Have you looked into any
I don't know if we've looked into those facilities, but I know there's a partnership with some other school campuses that
Okay.
utilize some grass areas for practice. But that's a good idea. I know exactly what green space you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay, great. Do we have a motion to approve the curriculum guide? Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Member Clyde, second by Vice President Tapscott Munson. Roll call, please.
President Masamoto?
Yes.
Vice President Tapscott Munson?
Yes.
Member Burton?
Yes.
Member Clyde?
Yes.
Member Robles?
yes.
Great, motion carries. Thank you so much. Okay, legal services, Mr. Parkin.
Before the board is a list of issuances of temporary certificates for May 1st, 2020 through July 31st, 2026 for your consideration to ratify.
Any questions? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Burton, second by Robles. Roll call, please.
President Masamoto?
Yes.
Vice President Tapscott Munson?
Yes.
Member Burton?
Yes.
Member Clyde?
Yes.
Member Robles?
Yes.
Great, thank you. Motion carries. Moving on to administration, adoption of resolution 2026-24.
Yes, National Hispanic Heritage Month celebrates the histories, cultures, and enduring contributions of Hispanic and Latino Americans whose heritage traces to Spain, Mexico, the Caribbean, and Central and South America. And we know that Hispanic and Latino individuals have helped shape the history and future of our nation through leadership, innovation, entrepreneurship, education, civic engagement, and artistic expression, while strengthening communities through their diverse traditions, languages, and values. And so at this time, we invite the Fresno County Board of Education and the Fresno County Superintendent of Schools to adopt this resolution.
Discussion? Questions? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Clyde, second by Tapscott Munson. Roll call, please.
President Masamoto?
Yes.
Vice President Tapscott Munson?
Yes.
Member Burton?
Yes.
Member Clyde?
Yes.
Member Robles?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you so much. The next resolution, 2026-25.
Native American Day provides an opportunity to recognize and celebrate the rich histories, cultures, traditions, and enduring contributions of the first peoples of California and the United States. We know Native American communities have made invaluable contributions to education, government, the arts, environmental stewardship, science, military service, and countless other fields while preserving cultural traditions, languages, and values that enrich our communities. So we invite the County Board of Education to adopt this resolution, Native American Day.
Discussion, motion?
You know, I say it every year.
I know.
I've been here for 15,000 years, they only get one day. But I'll approve, of course.
That's the motion?
That's a motion.
Okay, is there a second?
Second. Thank you.
Motion by Clyde, second by Tapscott Munson. Roll call, please.
President Masamoto?
Yes.
Vice President Tapscott Munson?
Yes.
Member Burton?
Yes.
Member Clyde?
Yes.
Member Robles?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you so much. Okay, consider adoption of resolution 2026-27.
The week of September 13th through 19th, 2026 is National Suicide Prevention Week, and September 2026 is considered National Suicide Prevention Month, a time in which individuals, organizations, and communities around the country join their voices and efforts to amplify and lift up the message that suicide can be prevented. And it is recognized that people of all ages benefit from the common tenets of wellness, such as access to effective health and behavioral health care, social emotional support, and a sense of community and purpose. We recognize that by knowing the signs of suicide, finding the words to talk with someone that may be thinking of suicide, and reaching out to local resources are actions everyone can take to care for themselves and others. We urge the residents of Fresno County to take action for suicide prevention and promote mental health and wellness as a strive towards zero suicides. So at this time, we invite the County Board of Education to hereby proclaim and recognize on the 20th day of September 2026 to be declared Suicide Prevention Month.
Thank you. Questions, comments? Motion to
So
approve?
moved.
Motion by Burton to approve. Is there a second? Second by Tapscott Munson. Roll call, please.
President Masamoto.
Yes.
Vice President Tapscott Munson.
Yes.
Member Burton.
Yes.
Member Clyde.
Yes.
Member Robles.
Yes.
Motion carries. Okay, one more resolution here.
Yes.
2026-28. Students recognizing September 17th as Constitution Day.
Pursuant to legislation passed by Congress and signed by President George Bush in December of 2004, educational institutions receiving federal funding are required to hold an educational program pertaining to the United States Constitution on September 17th of each year. The State Board of Education requires school districts to conduct commemorative exercises on Constitution Day. The History Social Science Framework goals, which guide California schools, call for the teaching of our constitutional heritage. And by designating the observance of United States Constitution Day, that provides schools with another opportunity to teach the basic principles of democracy. So the administration recommends that the board join us in adopting this resolution in observance of United States Constitution Day.
Thank you. Questions, comments? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Clyde, second by Burton. Roll call, please.
President Masamoto.
Yes.
Vice President Tapscott Munson.
Yes.
Member Burton.
Yes.
Member Clyde.
Yes.
Member Robles.
Yes.
Motion carries. Moving on to trustee activities. Are there any travel requests? Okay, hearing none, we'll continue on to consider approval of trustee expenses, quarterly mileage reimbursements as listed on the agenda, totaling $965.07. Is there a motion to approve the reimbursements?
Motion to approve the reimbursements as stated.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Tapscott Munson, second by Burton. Roll call, please.
President Masamoto.
Yes.
Vice President Tapscott Munson.
Yes.
Member Burton.
Yes.
Member Clyde.
Yes.
Member Robles.
Yes.
Motion carries. Yay, any correspondence that any of you would like to report on? All right.
Wait. Brian, don't you have something? You pulling all your notes out?
No, of course.
Okay, I do. I received this in the mail yesterday. Wait, Angela, don't you go anywhere. Okay. And I was told to open it up, so I'm announcing I'm going to be a grandmother again. I have a grandson coming. My daughter sent it to me in the mail. So I've got a third one. I think they're going to have their own basketball team or baseball team. They're all boys. My youngest is having her third boy. And so, thank you. Great. So, Brianna got a good correspondent. Yes, Brianna.
Okay. Any other correspondence? All right. Any comments by board members? Want to start, Brian?
Sure. Just update on some items that are going on around the state. SB 1082 has been voted on at the floor and is at the governor's desk for signature. And the Senate received a unanimous vote, and that is regarding setting timelines for districts to respond to inter-district transfer requests. So they will have to respond in set timelines instead of when they get to them. So as of today, as the co-chair of the advocacy committee for ACCBE, I reviewed and drafted a support letter for ACCBE that has been signed by ACCBE's president and forwarded to Senator Roger Nilo, who is the co-sponsor of the bill with ACCBE, and to the governor's office. For other items that I'm sure we've got some information on all of us, that AB 2225 was advanced out of committee for vote, and that is for the state to make a plan to evaluate and measure public schools and the state's performance for student, of how they're improving student performance, I think is the easiest way to say it. Unfortunately, other bills that here, I think we sent a letter of support for 4 bills, AB 2514, 2149, and 2202. They did not make it out of appropriation committees, and those were more focused on creating work groups to study achievement gap. So I would look for those to come back in the future, so that the state will take a better look at the achievement gap happening in our state for students. Other than that, that's right. We got another page. Thanks for telling me. Attended some meetings, my first ACCBE Board of Directors meeting, where we talked about the early dyslexia intervention work that the state has begun to engage to have districts work on. Report on membership, how those items are going, as they seem to be going well. Everyone has the question is, what will the State Board of Education look like in the future? And so that's yet to be seen. And then there have been, if you didn't know, various vacancies that have occurred in superintendents for county offices that are still being filled. And some of them through election, some of them through appointment. Let's see. We are going to look for what we're members of ACCBE on the local organizations to become, I'll call it, more engaged, how they're advocating, and ask board members to become more involved with their local representatives so that we can support legislation that's coming through. ACCBE has built some good relationships with the California County Superintendents. It's the easy word, California County Superintendents, and how we can support them in legislative items so that we can bring a greater voice to some of the items that need to be done. We're looking, the one item that we will be asking probably that most affects us is, I think I served as a board liaison, which they're changing the name of that and some of the responsibilities. I got to remember what that's called. I can't remember what the new name that they're going to call the board people. What is it called? But because I am now on the board of ACCBE, they would look for Fresno County to have a separate representative. I think they call them directors. I think they're calling them directors. Because I'm on the board, so I would not be like our board's liaison to the board because I'm on the board. So we'll probably be coming back next month to talk a little bit more about that. If there was someone who wanted to be the area director for Fresno County for ACCBE. I think that's it.
Great job.
That might be enough.
Thank you. Keep busy.
It's keeping me very busy. Today was a busy day.
Right man for the job.
Oh.
Do you have any comments?
Nope.
Any comments?
Nope.
Trustee
I'll yield my time.
Robert?
My time as well.
The only two things that I wanted to mention is I have been reappointed to the Legislative Committee for CSBA. It's the second of a 2-year possible term. So I'm also looking forward to tomorrow, All Staff Day.
Yeah.
Sounds like that was a great event, and I know that there's multiple events coming up that Angela has sent out to all of us. So if you haven't responded to Angela, please do so. I know I need to reply on a couple of those things too. But at this point, I'd like to move on to the superintendent's report.
Well, I'll just briefly say school has started. I know I'm dating myself when I say I kept singing in my mind when I was on campus at Edison Bethune Charter Academy. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and I know that dates me, but there was something very special. They have about 300 students. They have about 30 teachers and related staff. They had at least 100 community members out. Moms and dads, abuelas, grandmas. The board president was there, who also happens to have appointed himself as the second grade grandpa. So, I mean, it was just the warmest, most wonderful experience to be there. And I had a chance to talk to teachers and board members, and just wonderful, wonderful way to start the day. It's really an exciting business that we're all in, and very, very hopeful. For those of us at Team FCSS, All Staff Day is always a rally cry for us to just be really, really inspired about the year ahead. And I'll just tell you that our theme this year is student success from every angle. And I don't want to ruin many of the surprises for you tomorrow, but I will tell you that for the first time ever, we have 2 of our high school students actually the MC. So it's going to be really different, and we're really excited. I'm also happy to say that Jessica Harrington from ABC 30 graced us with being our MC as well. So there's going to be this beautiful banter between an adult who feels very strongly that she's an alumnus of our schools, and as invested in our community as a function of being a successful member of the work that we've done, and then these 2 young people that are on the verge of going off into adulthood. It's going to be really wonderful.
I think she also volunteers a lot in Kalinga with their CTE program in media production.
Yes. Now we've shared way too much.
Yeah.
Anyway,
she's famous for that.
I'm sure you remember she helped us with spaghetti luncheon. She's just been very present. It's been really nice working relationship. And of course, as you well know, All Staff Day is always about celebrating our why and our who. So I'm very proud to tell you that we've had 2 major successes with staff recognition. Dr. Corey Greenlaw is being recognized by the state California County Soups with a Star Award for all of his numerous contributions with CIS and beyond. We all know him to be a legend. And then Trina Frazier just received the Top 10 Business Professional Women of the Year. So we continue our tradition of making sure our folks who have done exemplary work are being acknowledged. I think I just want to wrap us up a little bit with talking a little bit about resource development, if you will. We have time, we have talent, but we always like the money coming to our school districts and our office. Mary Ellen Galvin is the executive director of our foundation. She does that work on the side of her desk because her true title is community outreach. So the backpack giveaways that we were a part of, numerous outreach activities are taking place in every one of our school districts and communities. But I'm proud of the work that she's done, and there's a lot going on right now with the foundation. The employee campaign wraps up this week. We have the gala on September 19th, and we're working harder to partner more closely with our department leads to look for more opportunities for resource allocation. And you might remember that we moved into a position, Kathy Troxel from the LCAP world, which was really an interesting place for her to come from because she understands everything that it is required to be an exemplary school program for students, and the kinds of programs and activities and instructional practices that have the greatest impact for student success. And we moved her into a grant strategist position. So it's not your average grant strategist. Oftentimes we hire somebody that knows how to read deeply like an attorney or just has a fundraiser background. No, we decided to have a person who understands really, really well the most impactful way to make a difference for students and schools. And so she's working in this role. And when you put she in a room with Mary Ellen Galvin, bless you, and a few others, there's just a lot of magic happening. So I'm really optimistic about looking forward to even see more and creative ways that we can raise resources for our office and most importantly, the students of Fresno County. That concludes my comments.
Looking forward to tomorrow, for sure. Yeah, so much good stuff happening. So much good stuff. It's really nice. Any future agenda items anyone would like to suggest? Just to remind you, we'll be awarding the other 2 checks for our other 2 organizations at our next meeting in September. Don't forget that September's meeting starts at 4:30. It's our later meeting on September 17th. Make sure you've got it on your calendar.
And also, we have mentioned to have a conversation in regards to our raise.
That's right. That's on the, we're having research done.
September.
So Trustee Tapscott-Munson has asked us to do some research in terms of potential raise for this board, and that we would discuss at our next meeting.
We get like $12 more or something.
Maybe. We'll see.
It's not going to be
Anyhow.
110%, I promise you that.
Whatever.
Okay. So, any other thoughts for the next meeting? Okay, is there a motion to adjourn today's meeting? Motion by Clyde, second?
Second.
Second by Burton. Roll call, please.
President Matsumoto?
Yes.
Vice President Tapscott-Munson?
Yes.
Member Burton?
Yes.
Member Clyde?
Yep.
Member Robles?
Yes.
It's adjourned. Thank you so much. Thank you for your service.
Thank
Thank
you
you both.
Stephen.
So that would happen.
Thank you, Kevin.